Wow, welcome everybody. We are live. I'm here with special guest Ben, and we are about to blast off into, I guess boldly go would have been a better phrase there, right, Ben? Yeah.
We didn't rehearse an opening here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
let's
take two.
Yeah, take two. Okay, everybody. We'll just do this. I actually clicked on the wrong stream. Oh my goodness! Hey, thank you, 3 Backup, for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, 5 months. But we are excited tonight. We are going to be playing a game that neither one of us has ever played before. Star Trek Borg. It's a 1996 full motion video game starring everyone's favorite member of the Q Continuum, Q. And played here, of course, by John de Lancie. This should be a fun game. Ben, you have watched Star Trek before?
Yeah, no, I'm wearing my Klingon. I'm wearing my Klingon shirt. I'm P.S. Garrick. I'm a big plain simple Garrick. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I even had a Star Trek podcast, a short-lived Star Trek podcast.
Oh wow! You see, it's good that you say plain simple Garrick, which I should have picked up on. I always like to imagine your username was like you penning a letter.
What do you make of the cat, Mr. Spock?
Oh, there's a
What a
sticker.
lovely animal, cat.
Uh-oh.
Find myself strangely drawn to it.
Spock holding a cat. But I always assumed you were like penning a letter to Garrick. It was like, P.S. Garrick, I really enjoy your work on Deep Space Nine. So, no, this makes more sense that it's plain simple. But let's go ahead without delay and we'll get this going. A quick heads up. I do want to say, thank you, Nathan. The LCARS was fun to work on. But I do want to say up front, this game is super interlaced. I've looked everywhere for some way to get the video looking a little less stripedy and had no luck whatsoever with it. So bear with me for a very interlaced adventure. Oh wow. Paul, you read the Garrick book. I love A Stitch in Time. It is a fantastic novel. I recommend it to everyone, written by Andrew Robinson himself. But let's jump in. Are you ready, Ben?
I am ready. It's also, I mean, I love how Andrew Robinson is so into his own character.
Yes. I mean, I kind of like, I'm a Star Wars fan also, and it always bums me out like how Harrison Ford just absolutely refuses to think it's cool that he played Han Solo once upon a time. Like he just like totally doesn't sell it in any way. Whereas I kind of like occasionally when you get like a nerd actor who's just like, yeah, I really love Garrick. Deep Space Nine was the best. I'm going to write a 500-page novel about it. All right, Star Trek Borg. Let's get going. This is a powerful game. It's the finest that Simon & Schuster Interactive had to offer. It's going to start out with a little bit of voiceover here. It's working, as that dialogue text tells us, and then we'll get all the glories of full motion video.
Priority message, USS Canale to USS Cheyenne. We are under attack by Borg forces. Repeat, Borg forces. We intercepted 2 Borg vessels heading on a direct course for Sector 001. Subspace signal is too weak. Navigator to Starfleet Command. If you can read us, do not, repeat, do not send...
My buddy Fit had this game when it came out.
Repeat,
Oh, wow.
Right to it.
I remember the Klingon game, which came out around this time. I had no memory of this one existing. Borg forces. Hey, Fit, glad you could be here tonight. Glad everyone could be here. This is a great crowd. Excited to share this game.
This is the peep show version of Star Trek.
Hmm.
0730 means 0730, Cadet. Sit down. First, the captain
those chairs.
pays his regrets for not being here himself.
Wow,
As
thank
I'm
you,
sure
Ron.
you've heard, Starfleet is amassing an armada in Sector 001 to defend against the latest Borg incursion. We, or rather our ship, is on her way to join them. Starfleet has successfully defeated the Borg twice before, and we have every expectation of successfully stopping them now. However, given the probability of armed conflict, the captain has ordered that all non-essential personnel, including visiting Starfleet cadets, be transferred off the ship to a safer venue at the medical research facility on Marnus 3.
This is so condescending.
It really is.
Shuttle bay for 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Unfortunately,
All humans.
yes. Well, aliens cost a lot.
Yeah, Furlong. A moment, please.
We're Eddie Furlong from Terminator 2. They haven't revealed that yet, but
Captain has denied your request to stay on board, Cadet. I'm sorry. The massacre 10 years ago at Wolf 359 was a great tragedy for the Federation. I was only 1 year out of the academy when it happened. A lot of my classmates died there. Now, each year I get older and they stay the same. I understand your need for justice. I'm sorry. Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes.
Valnice,
I'm looking up when that happened. Wolf. It's somebody in the chat could. When. So if this is 10 years after Wolf 359, when is this? What is this contemporaneous to?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess it'd be like Voyager starting, wasn't it?
How old were you when your father was killed? 9, 10 years old? And you're still not over it? Perhaps I should introduce myself. I imagine you've heard of me, though. Q. It's short for Q. It was I, you know, who introduced Picard to the Borg, and it's because of me that 10 years ago the Borg came to Wolf 359 and found that fleet of ships and found your father. And
Jess, push the punch button.
There is no punch
800
button.
hours during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized. No trace. Nothing to bury, nothing to mourn. The Borg took it all away from you in an instant. I understand your desire for justice. They don't, though, do they? But I do. You want action. You want to avenge your father's death. You want to kill Borg.
Yes.
What's sentient? Yet still barbaric
Oh, boy.
bipedal hominid wouldn't. You can run away with the others like a scared trog, or you can come with me, Cadet. The choice is yours.
Now, our Twitter Richard Cobbett said he bet
Maybe
us
you didn't
to
hear
say
me.
no.
I'm offering you a chance.
Just a second here. I know some people are saying it's a little quiet.
Borg.
Let me see
You
if I
want to or
can
not?
pump that up just a little bit. If not, we'll fiddle with some settings here. We'll let him try to make us decide here for a moment. Let's see.
Well, while you're fiddling with that, I'll just do some light reading here.
Oh, Star Trek companion.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I'm offering you a chance to go and kill some Borg. Do you want to or not?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have closed captioning on this. And thanks for the sub, by the way,
Maybe you
Cerebral
didn't hear
Arcade.
me. I'm offering you a chance to go and kill some Borg.
So does
Do
it?
you want to or not?
So let's show what happens here. So
Oh,
It looks like I misjudged you. You're only interested in saving your own skin. And to think I went to so much trouble to arrange it all.
Come on, Cadet, you're... Q! Intruder alert, deck 6.
Don't even bother.
I have to say, did it close the game?
Oh my gosh, it did. There's a good chance I would see what my Windows volume settings are at anyway. So, all right.
It just crashed out the game?
Yes, that was all. That was it. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's see. I think we may have to start over.
So now that we could talk a little bit,
Yeah.
where do you fall on the Q continuum? Which is to say, do you like Q or do you find him deeply irritating?
I really enjoy Q. I am a Q guy. Where are you at?
I'm aligned. I am a total Q head. Which sounds within the context of 2021.
If there's one thing I believe in, it's Q. No, I know what you mean. Yes, huge fan of Q. I go to conventions where we all talk about Q, and I have lots of personal Q theories that I'd be happy to share. No, I love Q. Absolutely one of my favorite bits of Next Generation. Tapestry is probably my favorite Next Generation episode.
Yeah. Here's a thought, but I don't know, unfortunately, how you could line this game up, like this particular stream of it with it, but like since it's like a video long play of this is on YouTube, it probably at the minimum has the Google Auto captions on it.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Borg incursion. Or rather, our ship.
I think I cranked it up a little bit. Hopefully that's slightly better.
Starfleet has successfully
It might be my
defeated the Borg
obnoxiously
twice
loud
before,
voice too.
and
So
we have every
I have one of those too.
expectation
No
of
worries.
successfully
Yeah, we're-
stopping them now. However,
We're loud
given
boys.
the probability of armed conflict,
We're rowdy boys, and we're loud
Captain has
boys.
ordered that all non-essential personnel, including visiting Starfleet cadets,
The mixed uniforms is such a Star Trek Generations thing, where you have like half of half of them are in the DS9 uniforms, half of them are in the TNG ones.
We need someone to bust in one of those skorts that showed up occasionally in TNG Season 1.
Cadet
Yeah, I'll never forgive them for getting rid of those.
A moment, please. The captain has denied your request.
So this time we are going to accept Q's call to adventure.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. They clipped me saying I love Q.
It's a great tragedy.
Uh oh. Well,
Gotcha.
yeah, I got Gotchard.
You're out of the academy when it happened. A lot of my classmates died.
This has to be very hard to
Each
act.
year I get older. and
Yeah,
sad.
just like talking directly to a camera like 2 feet in front of you.
For justice. I'm sorry. Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes.
I like this performance though.
Riker is gonna sit down.
Just in time. Well, as soon as we get to the perfect moment to pause, we will do our Riker action. Actually, let me see here if this works. All right, we have a pause. So this is an important channel reward. I'm glad we could get here for this. Paul Not Pat has redeemed our Riker sits down channel reward, which basically I think it'll explain itself once I switch over to this. So let me do that. Oh no, we don't have Ben. Just a second. We're gonna come back to this.
I mean, I could see the
I know,
gif.
but it's not fair enough to be able to see your facial reaction as we
Oh, that's fair. All right,
experience
I'll look
it.
away.
Okay, now you're here. Now you're here.
I'm here. Okay,
you've joined me.
it's gonna be
So-
delayed though.
So, I mean, Racker's sitting down in chairs. Best thing about Next Generation, yes or no?
Oh, it's definitely on the Mount Rushmore at the very least.
Have you yourself ever attempted to sit down in a chair, Riker style?
I think I would be remiss if I said that I didn't. But also, like I'm utterly inflexible, both in my views and in my body. So
If you're supportive Q, and your physical flexibility, your unwavering. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, as I understand it, this is like, isn't there some sort of like story of a back injury or something that Jonathan Frakes suffered from? Hey, thank you so much, Tom A.K. Satnap, for the gift sub there. Yeah, this is a back injury thing, right? Or did I imagine
believe
that?
I think I read the same thing. Because yeah, like I remember like various fan theories and whatnot were all like, oh, it's something he did because it looks cool,
It
or
does.
because it makes Riker look like a total badass. And then the actual answer was a little more anodyne. But I refuse to believe that. I think that deep down, Jonathan Frakes was just like, this is gonna make me correctly look like the coolest man on the ship.
I kind of like also as like a backup Riker move when he menacingly leans over someone. I think that's almost as good as this, But yeah, Riker's sitting is hard to beat. I mean, we can kind of analyze it more carefully at a slower speed here. I mean, you can really see leg goes up, leg goes over, butt goes down. Geordi has to act like he isn't impressed, but he is.
Well, I mean, Geordi had the ability to roll under the closing door and make it look really cool. So
Yes.
It's also, are they wearing? Geordi's wearing the first two seat, like he's wearing the original TNG uniform. I can't tell if Riker is or not, but I know that those were really painful to wear.
Yeah, as I understand it, they like compress the spine to wear them. But no, I mean, this is, I think, a work of art. As Matali said, this is basically an NFT that we're witnessing here.
You're giving away money.
Yeah, no. But I mean, do you have any final thoughts before we go back to the game? Or is this a game now? Is this just what we do?
I mean, I think that there's a certain level of non-threatening but incredible masculinity that Riker projects that I think should be the aim of a lot of people that identify that way.
I think I've said this before in other Star Trek related streams, but as a child, the first time I think I looked at someone and thought that's what masculinity is, it was absolutely Commander Riker. And I thought that must be what you have to be like to, be masculine, by extension, be attractive to women in this world. And I tried to base as much of my life, hey, Michael thing, Q fan here, welcome. But I tried to base as much of my life on living the Riker lifestyle as possible. So, I mean, you should hear me on trombone. It is,
and you always have your Horgon out.
I roll with my Horgon out 100% of the time. Okay, let's get back to Star Trek Borg. Thank you for redeeming that Paul, not Pat. Let's see if Star Trek Borg is still on my computer. Okay.
We're just froze looking at our dead dad or whatever.
How old were you when your father was killed? 9, 10
Yeah,
years
Dad.
old?
Okay.
You're still not over it? Perhaps
Still
I should
not over
introduce
it.
myself. I imagine you've
Oh,
heard of me
not
on
over your
computer.
dead dad?
Short
What
form.
happened 10 years
It was
ago?
I, who introduced Picard to the Borg, and it's because of me that 10 years ago the Borg came to Wolf 359 and found that fleet of ships and found your father and killed them all. At 0800 hours during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized. Whew. No trace. Nothing to bury, nothing to mourn. The Borg took it all away from you in an instant. I understand your desire for justice. They don't, though, do they? But I do. You want action. You want to avenge your father's death. You want to kill Borg. What's sentient, yet still barbaric bipedal hominid wouldn't. You can run away with the others like a scared trog, or you can come with me, cadet.
Trog.
The choice is yours.
Yeah, Cisco punched you and we can too.
Thank you so
Exactly.
much for the cheer, Tom. And the Michael thing, is your name a reference to the God thing?
Maybe you didn't hear me.
The classic
I'm offering you a chance to go and kill some
abandoned
Borg.
concept for Star
Do you
Trek
want to or
motion
not?
picture? Okay, let's take the phaser this time. We'll take the path of war.
This is the fist
Excellent
path
choice,
in
monsieur.
this game.
Keep the phaser. You're going to need it. And take this too. Be careful now. Don't lose it.
Now, I
only
assume
made one.
the Q would say Monsieur and Mon Capitan because Picard was French.
Yes.
Just Monsieur, just for fun.
Oh, 758, sir.
Ooh, that's a grody captain's chair.
Armed and ready, Captain.
Have a look. I can't see you.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Initiating Delta attack, sir.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding fine, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn, they've adjusted
Damn.
their shields already. Why is it always the difficult species that are the most adaptable? The Borg
Whoa.
adapt their environment to
Whoa.
suit their needs.
A little
200
casual
without
workplace
changing oneself
racism.
to suit their environment.
Or speciesism.
I'm so glad you cleared that up.
Recognize this place? You should. You keep a picture of it on your wall. The bridge of the USS Righteous. Your father's ship.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
This is him, isn't it? Well, I can see the family resemblance.
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Melbourne and Saratoga have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne. Recognize the names? You know where you are, cadet?
We have to save Jessica Cisco.
Oh no.
We have to save Jessica Cisco.
There's so many important stories to address here.
That's right, 10 years ago, Wolf 359. Security! Look at him. He's barely older than you are. He shouldn't be at security. But 4 hours ago, the real security officer, Lieutenant Sprint, was killed, and this first-year ensign had to take his place. And because of his inexperience, everybody on board, including your father, will be killed.
Wow.
The phases are useless. Just isolate the panel now. If Lieutenant Sprint were still alive, he might be able to save the
He's
ship.
reaching
But
into
he's
the
been dead
air
for 4
controller
hours.
or air conditioner controls.
So this is neat. I was telling Ben about this before the stream, but you can pause the video at any time and it brings up your tricorder thing. You see it kind of spinning there on the screen. And when you click it on something, you get like a database entry on it. So check this out.
Ensign
Ooh.
Mysterious Singletary. Huh, that's a lot of name. Wonder what his parents were thinking. Human. Academy class of 66. My. Fresh out of school. Assigned to the USS Righteous. Stardate 43996. Still awaiting transfer of records.
Okay. Then we can click on Q. Let's see what Q has to say about himself.
Q. Member of the Q Continuum. Omnipotent. Immortal. And an all-around swell guy. Capable of being and doing, well, pretty much whatever I want. It's good to be a Q.
Hey, that wasn't written down.
Q plays fast and loose with the rules, man. He doesn't care what's on that data pad. He's gonna say what he feels. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Nick FG. Okay, let's see if we can resume.
No wonder they don't want him on the bridge. Come on, can't you move faster? Chief Medical Officer Dr. Thaddeus Quint. He actually tried to save Sprint's life, but as you can see, he failed, the old goat. Well, what'd you expect? He's a doctor, not a security officer. Still, if he had only had a little more creativity. But he didn't.
This seems especially sadistic for Q.
Yes. Even by his standards, he just seems really mean.
It's like with Picard, him taking him to Tapestry
He's dead.
was they had a relationship and also
Shields are dropping.
like it was just a barroom brawl. This is I'm taking you to when your dad died.
If it were a Klingon, he'd be
And dunking on him.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Captain, there's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube.
Computer is uploading data about emergency transporters.
Anyone near Jeffrey 6? We need manual power rerouted through the secondary couplings.
It's too late. The Borg cube is firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
Uh-oh.
Can well, too late.
So, now that you've seen your father die, are you ready to avenge his death? Or would you like to try something different? How about a chance to prevent his death?
Hmm.
Lieutenant Sprint was killed 4 hours before the Righteous even got to Wolf 359. But if the good Dr. Quint had been able to save Sprint 4 hours before, then Sprint would have been able to save the Righteous, and you would have grown up in the loving company of your father, and all for the want of a horseshoe nail.
Wow.
What say we give the old goat a second chance to save Sprint's life? You're not afraid of a little space-time continuum meddling, are you, Cadet? No, I thought not. Shall we?
You are you a horrible person in this game.
Oh,
This is
can
a great
we?
Sprint. Do you think he knows he's gonna die? I don't think so.
Can we figure
Don't
out
bother
why
saying
that
hello.
one officer
You've been
has
saying
like
goodbye
a
that much
port
longer.
on her forehead?
I was wondering that
400
too.
hours, sir. Is the cube within sensor range yet?
Coming up now, Captain.
Match speed, stay with it.
Setting a pursuit
I'm
course.
guessing it's like a headphone jack.
Intruder alert.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shall we dance?
Oh.
What do I do? What do I do?
Everyone's just kind of watching and going
Come on,
like,
Sprint.
"Hey."
Make a choice.
I guess phaser?
Oh, good. Yep.
No.
Hit him with the pad.
Knock him over the head. Shoot Q.
Oh.
Quint wasn't clever enough to think of it. Good thing I am.
The Borg cube is pulling
He
ahead.
sonic
It's ignoring us
screwdrivered
completely.
him.
Match speed, keep us within close range.
Remember, Sprint should have died right here. Everything you do in his place from this moment on changes history. Invigorating, isn't it? Meddling with fate.
Lieutenant, are you all right?
Sprint? He's an ox. Nothing scares him.
And nothing hurts him, isn't that right, Lieutenant?
There are all kinds of pain, Lieutenant. Don't let the fact that you are Bajani prevent you from acknowledging the hurt.
Oh,
What?
Bajani.
Captain, coded message coming
What's
in from
that?
Admiral Hansen.
I'm not
He's
sure.
ordering us to proceed with all speed to rendezvous with the rest of the fleet at Wolf 359.
No, man.
He
Admiral
is not to engage
Admiral
the Borg.
Hansen.
Until then, maintain radio silence until contacted.
Helm laying a course for Wolf 359. Pull ahead of the Borg cube and then match speed. Aye, sir. ETA at current speed, 4 hours, 5 minutes. Good. We don't want them to get there before we do. And Targus, get that thing off my bridge.
Yes, sir.
Oh, can you pause it? I want to. Let's now that it's focused. Let's
Okay.
find out what her
Yes.
head
Okay.
thing is.
Bajani, they made up for the game. Oh, made up for the game. Okay. So they are apparently an original species. Welcome, everyone, by the way. This one's hard to kind of keep up with chat since we have such constant de Lancie action going on. But thanks
Yeah.
again, everyone, for joining tonight. Yes, Shadon, this is very much Dragon's Lair Star Trek Edition. Thank you so much for the follow, Pitt Rogers. But yeah, so they're a new race. I guess that there aren't enough races in the Star Trek canon to make your character one of the existing ones. They're only, I guess, they're humans, Vulcans, and Klingons are all they had to choose from. So, you know, they had to do with what they could.
Mattel, as I said, this is a TNG episode. If TNG was Peep Show.
All right, let's get back to the action.
Oh! But we wanted to pause to see what
wait.
to data quarter, to tricorder.
Oh, to data cord pause. Okay, let's see what we
Yeah.
can do there.
Yeah.
It won't let me do it right now. Oh wait, no, it
There we
does.
go. All right.
Okay.
Let's see what's the situation here.
Ensign Anastasia Targus, human. Academy class of 51, currently stationed aboard the USS Righteous. Targus received medical discharge as per Section Alpha 8. That means she was nuts. Stardate 42112, when judged mentally unfit as a result of her capture and torture experience at the hands of the Cardassian Obsidian Order. Ooh, that sounds painful. Reinstated after a year and a half of enforced medical leave, Stardate 43616, due to vociferous petitioning by Lieutenant Ralph Furlong and Lieutenant Chorus Sprint.
Wow, I don't know how I feel about there being characters named Ralph in Star Trek, first of all. But beyond that, I guess that's what the port in the head is for.
Yeah, they're not really giving us an answer about the head port unless it's like a mental health implant.
Yeah.
A Borg, member of the cyborg species. Borg, part cybernetic, part biological. See Borg.
Yeah, as that's how you administer Lexapro in the future.
Yes, you can learn anyone's social security number, everything about them, just by pointing a tricorder at them.
That's why I point my phone at people.
I just do it in case they have a QR code somewhere on them that I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Just be on the safe side. Okay. Oops.
Security alert!
Shooter! Shooter!
What am I supposed to do?
He's got control of tactical.
Phasers are useless. Captain, we're hailing the Borg ship. Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh. There's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube. Computers uploading data about emergency transporters. The Borg are firing! We're gonna die!
And it's your fault.
Whoops.
This feels like a C-Lab episode.
Something from our little mistakes.
Okay, maybe I zap the panel?
No, you zap. Listen to.
He's in control of tactical. The phasers are
Oh well.
Captain,
Oops,
Oh,
I
well.
missed
hailing
it.
the Borg ship. Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh. There's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube. Computers uploading data about emergency transporters. The Borg are firing! We're gonna die!
And it's your fault.
Do you think that this is better or like on par with if you went to like the Star Trek experience in Las Vegas?
Ooh, good question. Like, the way I imagined the Star Trek experience in Vegas was incredible. So, I'm not sure. Oh, that was the answer.
I'm okay.
I love the gray carpeting.
Yes.
And
Mr. Sprint, reconfigure your security console so you can control Tactical B. Then meet
You
me
think
down at
on-
the computer core. I want to secure this ship in case the Borg try and board us again.
on third watch, they have people go through and like vacuum.
Yes. Probably, yeah, that sounds like ensign work.
Good work, Quint. Nobody ever gives me any credit for anything I do.
That's because we don't like you, Quint.
I think we can all save our hostility for the Borg, where it will be better placed, don't you?
Let me ask you something, Baraka. Did you just spout these platitudes, or are you deluded enough to actually believe in them?
Come on, Quint. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to change my mind. I still like you.
Do you think there's any chance John de Lancie remembers doing this?
Well, you know, there's a way to find out.
Cameo?
Yeah, cameo him. Hey, John, I have a question.
Of course, your father. This must be
It
strange.
looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yes.
It also looks like he did this all in
Your
one
only
take.
chance to talk to him, tell him all about yourself, about the years since he died. I wouldn't if I were you. When he looks at you, all he sees is Lieutenant Sprint. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Sprint. What, are you having one of your Bajani trances?
See?
Lieutenant Sprint, the console, please.
More
I have
casual racism.
I have a feeling that Q, like or de Lancie, like isn't directed to do. Like he just walks in, he reads the script, and they don't tell him anything to do.
Are there just buttons here?
The end.
His brain cells have been rewired, not you.
Brain cells are
Oh.
It's a good thing you only touched the delimiter.
Okay, so I guess we don't touch the first one. Why is this a puzzle? There's no copy protection. This is just like trial and error.
Oh.
Okay.
It's really funny. Does that mean that the entire like you would have had to go through all of this like and push every button if you did in order?
Try your luck. Or do you want to double check?
Oh, yes, we have a device.
Oh, thank you, Q.
Unfortunately, it's not letting me pull
You
it
got a
up.
1 in 3 chance now. Care to try your luck? Or do you want to double check?
Like Bruce Campbell is Ash all the time. That's accurate. No, it won't let me pull it up.
Uh-oh.
So,
You got a 1 in 3 chance.
All right.
Try your luck.
hey, happy Wednesday, Eric. I guess we just try. What do you, Ben? Where do you feel like? What's the answer here?
Oh, I'm. So we have to pick one of the other three now.
Uh-oh.
No,
Or maybe we
no.
don't.
What is this? The first time you've used a computer? You see this? It's a cursor. Use it to click on objects on the screen.
You took too long.
Here. Click on me. Good. Okay, let's try again.
You should have clicked somewhere like not on him.
Okay, here we go.
This is the one. Nope. I think it would 4231.
4231. That's the move.
That's my guess. I'm not looking up anything.
Okay. Yeah, this has got to be a blind playthrough. We can't spoil.
Yeah, but this is, you know what? This is actually, I looked this up. It's Clues. The episode Clues.
What happened?
I don't know. I think he grabbed the power nodule.
What?
How is he, Doc?
I'm sorry. He's just too stupid to live.
You should.
What do you think this is supposed to be? Jewelry? It's a special gift from me to you. There's no other tricorder like it in the known universe. Use it.
It won't let me, Q.
Uh-oh. All right.
You got a 1 in 3 chance now. Care to try your luck? I want to double check.
Okay, so it has to be 3, right?
Yeah, it's got to be 3. Very dramatic music that plays. Ooh, we just had another redemption.
Oh, wow.
If I were you, the captain definitely does not like to be...
This is important. Okay, this is good stuff. Tom, aka Satnav, has just redeemed one of our new channel rewards. Ben and Jess pitch a TNG episode. So I think what I promised here in the description is we would go A plot, B plot, and episode title. Redeemed for 1,701 channel points. So, okay.
Can I pitch an episode title? Because this is an episode title I've been sitting on for years.
Absolutely.
Just really, I think there should be an episode titled "Thank You."
Oh, I like this a
I've
lot.
been sitting on this. My friends who know me, who are in the chat, my buddy Fit, I think they've heard me talk about this for years. I think that there should be an episode of TNG, or I guess Voyager, called "Thank You."
So that'll be like THAN-Q.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Dash.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me pitch a B plot, and then we'll work together on the A plot. Data learns to swim because I think it opens up some possibilities. We've never seen a pool on one of the starships, have we?
No, though Generations opens up with them at high seas, and Data pushes warp into the sea, and he's actually wet.
Okay. But Data does not go in the water, right?
I think we might see Data in the water in the holodeck Farpoint at the very beginning.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Does he like splash through the creek or something?
Yeah, I have a recollection of that. I am literally checking.
He's a flotation device. Okay, this is good. Okay, I've got another B story. How's this for another B story? Okay. Wesley gets a part-time job at 10 Forward, but clashes with Guinan because he wants to change how she does business to make it more like the Starfleet way.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good because he so let's say this is a little later. So he's visiting from Starfleet Academy. So he's a little more indoctrinated in kind of the Starfleet Academy way. Because if it was a little Wesley in the rainbow shirt, that wouldn't work.
No.
But if it was like, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. I think he comes back. He's in the red ensign uniform. He's constantly saying, well, at the Academy, the way we would do this is, and Guinan just can't stand it.
Yeah, and Guinan teaches, like, at first he bristles, and then he learns by the end of the episode that, like, everything doesn't have to be exactly by the book, and then Guinan kind of gives one of her, like, I taught you a Guinan lesson smiles.
Yes, she has and nods her head once as he walks out of 10 Forward. I think maybe it culminates in some sort of, like, drink that he has to mix that's, like, the most difficult cocktail in the universe.
Right.
But he's trying to do it by the recipe, and she's trying to explain to him you just have to sort of do it by your gut. That it's not something you can just follow regulations to make. So
kind of a New Hope resolution.
yeah. So I think that B plot may be worse. What's the A plot to thank you?
All right, so the A plot to thank you, and there is no thought, like, I haven't been thinking of a plot. I just had this title that I've been sitting on for years. There's nothing else. So obviously it's a Q episode. Q episodes are generally Picard episodes. They're like generally, but not always, around Picard or the ensemble, right? Like only there's the one where they make Riker the Q, but that's in the first season, so who cares, right? So I think so. Okay, so there's a couple different types of Q stories. Like one is that he throws them somewhere or he throws them into a dilemma. One is that he just kind of hangs out and causes them trouble. And Picard gets a chance to be cute, feels bad about hating the guy the whole time.
Let me throw something out there. Working backwards from the title, thank you.
Right.
What if Q does something that seems incredibly benevolent and kind for the crew of the Enterprise with no seeming strings attached or twists and everything, and the whole episode pivots around like, when is the other shoe going to drop? This can't possibly be Q just doing us something nice. And at one point, like, Q is like, all you have to say is thank you and I will leave. And Picard just refuses to thank him because there has to be something else at play.
Yeah. And all right, so they're on their way to a conference, as they always are. Q comes on the bridge, and what's the wonderful thing that he does for them?
Good question. He can't make Wesley a grown-up man again because he already did that once. And Wesley's down in 10 forward the whole time anyway. So
right, it's like, because the Enterprise is such a good ship and everyone has everything so well, like everyone has their lives together. Like it's like, like he could, give Geordi the gift of gab and he finally is able to talk, like have a date without screwing up. But that would be a Geordi episode. What's something he could do for Picard?
He brings Tasha back to life, says Paul.
Oh, that's... Yeah, but then Tasha would have to be dead again at the end of the
episode. Which is awkward, which it's just like, well, Tasha's dead again, and you just cut to the ship going to warp, and then the credits come up.
Thank Q, and then Tasha collapses into black Armus goop. And the episode produced Michael Piller. What's something else? I mean, it could be some like it could be that he gives Picard some sort of wonderful gift, like an archaeological thing. They could be stuck, so it's not that they're going to like it's that they're in one of those things that they get stuck in every now and again, and then Q just very benevolently removes them from it. Like it's just like, you know what, I decided to do something nice for you. And the whole episode, or that they keep running into Star Trek problems, and every time they run into them, Q solves it for them.
I like that.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, like Geordi pops up. He's like, guys, I found a tribble when I was on shore leave last week, and Q just like zaps it off the ship. Like they get stuck in a time loop, and Q's like, oh, there's no problem. You just let the time loop play out, and you'll escape it. And he snaps his fingers to get rid of some sort of prime directive conundrum. I mean, that's all the possible plots
through like a season of Star Trek issues, and Q solves all of them like in a second. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Part of season 8 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. I think we got something going there.
Yeah.
A plot and B plot are both winners. So. We're good to go. All right, let's unpause. Get back to this game that we were playing a little while ago. Okay, we're walking around the bridge.
You do know how to get to the core room, don't you, Sprint?
You know, I would love to be on the cast of Star Trek, but I just don't have control of my eyebrows, which I feel is required if you're a Star Trek actor of any kind.
Oh yeah, that is most of Star Trek acting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have a cursor yet.
This is an extremely confusing universal controller from the 90s, right?
Turbolift manual
Yes.
interface. Federation turbolifts are capable of processing verbal commands in over 13,000 languages. For those species unable to interact verbally, and during ship emergencies, a turbolift destination code can be manually relayed into the turbolift computer via the interface. For a list of turbolift destination codes, see the ship's schematic.
This feels like it could be copy protection.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
USS Righteous
Oh, what?
schematic. A general visual overview of the USS Righteous. Key areas such as bridge, crew quarters, engineering, computer core control are highlighted. More information is available on all areas, including turbolift designation codes.
Okay, so it's in-game. Okay. 150, 619. Okay.
They had to make this involve more clicking and stuff like that in order to make the game feel like it had more meat, right?
Yes. 150, 619. Uh-oh. How do I get out of this?
Yeah. Oh, you have to turn off your...
There we go.
Please key in destination code.
Is that Majel?
It sounded like it. 150.
It's not giving you any feedback, is it?
No. 9. No feedback. Alright, that looks like a turbo lift, alright. Haptic feedback wasn't invented back then, says Eric. I really want to watch that Star Trek episode now with Wesley and 10 Forward.
Yeah, the Wesley plot I'm really into.
Maybe that's the A plot.
Hey,
The Q's just kicking around the background.
Mr. Sprint, I am a very tolerant captain, except when it comes to punctuality. I suggest you become more familiar with this ship's layout so you don't keep us waiting again. Do I make myself clear?
Phaser.
We were trying to route all of the ship's controls through the security systems as an extra precaution, but something kept rejecting all of our attempts to access the security programs.
Man, is that their core right there in the middle?
That's a computer core.
Oh, that's very disappointing.
My computer core is bigger than
the
that.
engine core. Yeah.
It seems to be tied in directly to the security systems, locking
I
us
love that little
Question
thing.
is,
It looks
how
like
do
a
we
Doctor Who prop.
Sprint, you're the security officer. What do you think?
Oh, wait. Before we solve this puzzle, first of all, Grundislav's here. Great to see you. And second of all, you've been asked to read from the Star Trek V novelization. I mean, widely recognized as the greatest Star Trek movie ever, this by extension makes this the greatest novel ever written.
Yeah, like you know what they say. It's War and Peace. It's things fall apart, and then it's Star Trek, which I did that in the Star Trek form, where it's like two real things, then a phony Star Trek thing.
It's William Shakespeare, William Faulkner, and Globnox of Debulon 7.
So let me flip through to see here, since I didn't post-it note because I couldn't find any post-it notes. Of course, Scott comforted her with a pat on the shoulder. Maybe when I'm a wee bit stronger and the transporter's working, I didn't think it'd take it to my present condition. Or yours, in italics. That's not what he said. Perhaps a little later, she asked hopefully. Later, Scott reassured her and headed for the exit before she changed her mind. Cybok blocked the doorway, accompanied by 2 armed soldiers. Mr. Scott! The Vulcan's expression was benevolent, but Scott sensed the presence of something sinister. As the Vulcan took a step forward, Scott stepped back into the sickbay. The door snapped shut behind them over the guards. Where are you headed in such a hurry? Scott's expression hardened. He did not answer. He's going to fix the transporter, Uhura volunteered cheerfully to Scott's dismay. After all, we probably need it when we get to wherever we're going. I see. The Vulcan folded his arms across his chest in a manner that was curiously reminiscent of Mr. Spock. How very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think it would be wise to fix the transporter just yet. It seems the captain and his 2 friends have escaped. With help. He turned to Scott. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Mr. Scott? That I would, Scott said with utter contempt and a proud tilt of his chin. I thought you might.
Wow. Thank
what
you,
will
man.
happen next?
Wow. Yeah, and I hate to announce this also, but Paul, not Pat, did redeem, as I was afraid someone would, Dueling Shatners.
I was really hoping to find something with Sulu because I was flipping through this, and I found a section with Sulu, and I was just like, "Oh, hello, Captain!" Like,
so you have a Sulu. Do you have a Shatner? Okay, I can just go. So yeah, this one is we're going to test out our Dueling Shatner impressions, and as far as I know, neither one of us has a Shatner impression like in our back pocket, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, let me try. Bone Spock. What does God need with a starship?
We're on leave, Spock. Call me Jim. What is it, Spock? Go to sleep, Spock. I'm trying to sleep, and you're bothering me with your constant question. Call Priceline.com. What is it, Boston Legal? BostonLegal.com.
In the sky with diamonds.
And I'm gonna get real high. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Rocket.
I don't remember the rest of Rocket Man. But I do remember the rest of Common People.
It's amazing.
She came from France. She had a thirst for knowledge. Was that it? I'm gonna have to look this up.
We had to start it somewhere, so I started there.
Wouldn't you? I want to be like normal people. I want to do whatever normal people do. I want to sleep with normal people. I want to sleep with people like you.
So I said, I'll see what I can do. There it is. That's Dueling Shatners.
That's a fun album. That was wasn't that produced by Ben Folds?
Yes, it was. Yes. It's a good album. Oh my goodness. How much of this game have we played so far? Do you think we're like 6 minutes
very
in?
much.
I thought this was going to be like a 1 week commitment, Ben. I may have to tap you for the next 2 months at the rate we're going.
Well, now you know why it takes so long on Tuesdays.
That's true.
Oh my God. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind a fat ass. Oh. All right.
Let's see what's happened.
I'm still just thinking about that album.
I've got the track order up. What does this do, Hickey?
Non-standard technological implant. Borg in origin. Energy source unknown. Readings indicate potentially fatal levels of neuro-generated energy. Wah, wah. Danger. Warning. Leave it alone.
Okay. Maybe read about the computer core console?
Yeah.
Computer core console. one of 4 major control points throughout the Righteous for routing and controlling information relay paths. Controls all ship input-output ports and interfaces with the main computer core.
Sarah Kell, this does have some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey sort of energy to it, doesn't it? Okay, so maybe I'll touch... Let's see. Resume the game.
Mr. Sprint is right. Until we know more about Borg technology, I don't think we should make any attempts to interfere with the implant directly.
We did
This
nothing.
is... Somebody said, I think it was Paul, said that this was similar to,
I don't see how the Borg transported to the bridge
Jellicoe,
and
the
the
captain.
planet
This is, he's a direct-to-TV, or direct-to-video Jellicoe.
He's a non-union direct-to-video.
He's found a way to screen against our usual senses. I'll get targets to scan against anomalies. See what you can do to help.
All right. We did
It's
something.
an unusually mean Star Trek ship.
Yes.
You've got the scans so sensitive, they're going to alert us if a particle of dust falls.
If that particle of dust falls off a Borg, then I want to know about it.
You're too cautious.
You're too lax.
Sprint, tell
him.
You know, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have had any fun at the Academy.
Let's see what our dad's all about here. Oh wait, no, it's the science console. I don't care.
Dad's a science console? Oh.
Oh, that's a twist. Look at that great smiley guy there. Here we go. Let's see what he's all about.
Lieutenant Ralph Furlong, human, Academy Class of 51, stationed aboard the USS Righteous, stardate 40559. As a cadet, he was the recipient of the Federation Medal of Valor for his part in the rescue of hostages during a Cardassian raid on a Starfleet outpost, stardate 42029.
Borgs.
That's interesting. So Fit Rogers says that Red Shirt Dad, Ralph, as we know him, was in a couple of episodes of Star Trek, TNG and Voyager.
I think I didn't look too much because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself, but I did look a little bit at Memory Alpha, and I think most of this cast is all like people that had like a couple lines in various Trek episodes.
What?
He's an LA-36.
Furlong, Lieutenant Sprint, and Ensign Targus. Somehow that's not quite how I pictured it.
That's not your fault. Every time I see that thing, it reminds me of how much courage it must have taken for you just to be here. And of how much we both owe Sprint. Just don't let Sprint hear. His head's big enough already.
What exactly do you owe him? You'll spend the rest of your life a slave to technology.
I'm not a slave to it. In 6 months, a year at the most, I won't even need this.
In 3 hours, 4 at the most, we won't even be alive. Unless we're Borg.
Dr. Quinn is testing the boundaries.
Doing this first-person view
affection for him,
makes it so clear how cramped these sets are.
Yes, it really does.
Everyone dislike him.
Well, he's very good at that.
He's right about one thing. We could end up as Borg, and I know the last thing I want to have happen to me is to be assimilated into the collective.
We won't let it happen. To any of us, better dead than Borg. Agreed?
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Even Quint.
Not even
What is
Quinn
this?
deserves to be Borgified, but the Borg definitely deserve Quinn.
Wait, can I... Can you tell me what this strange hand thingy is?
Oh, that's a classic Starfleet triple hand.
Yes.
You know,
It's, if you'll remember the scene in Wrath of Khan, where Spock is on the other side of the radiation panel. Oh no! Hey, it's a sticker party. Everybody slap stickers for free. Hover
sticker
over the
party,
window.
sticker party, sticker party, sticker party.
Slap those stickers.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nice closet. Nice closet.
I didn't know we had the sticker party enabled.
You're seeing all my moves, and they're all arm-based.
Yeah, I work in the arms a lot too.
Yeah.
And the shoulders. The shoulders are where I'm at.
Ooh, who has this lovely little is that Worf or Alexander? Now I'm looking, it looks like Worf, but for a second I was like, that looks like little Alexander.
Hey,
everyone's favorite character.
There should be more Alexander in Star Trek, is what everyone is always saying. I don't know why that sticker party triggered.
Oh no, Grayson.
Oh no, Grayson.
What do you make of the cap, Mr. Spock?
All right, well, I've already
Lovely animal,
burnt
Captain.
through all of my
Myself strangely
ideas.
drawn to it.
Okay, let me. It's so great.
All right.
Hey, Al Bundy's back here. I like your. I like your emote. And Grayson triggered the sticker party. Thank you for slapping that Spock sticker, Tom, and getting it going. Okay, so we have to pitch another episode of TNG. Let me throw an A plot out there.
Okay.
Okay, let me make sure this makes sense in my head. What
All
I'm
right.
thinking is Enterprise arrives at a planet that is facing some sort of planet destroying disaster, sort of typical Star Trek nonsense.
Are they are they of a sufficient technological level for Enterprise to intervene?
I'm glad you asked this, because this is a planet where time is running backwards, and in just a number of hours they will have reverted to a state that the Prime Directive kicks in, and now Starfleet can no longer intervene. So it's a race against the clock before they become too untechnologically advanced to actually help at that point. So
this type of episode, the B plot is like that story overwhelms. The B plot is another story within.
Okay.
And so I think that the B plot has to be someone has a romance with someone on that planet, and they watch they watch them forget more and more about them, and it's actually a very it's about the fragility of memory, but you see someone getting younger instead, so it does that Trekkie thing where it's a little but like, you know, Riker or like really anyone. We could take any of the cast and have them have a romance with someone on the planet, and then like the person on the planet like loses their memory of them more and more over the course of the episode until at the end they don't know who they are.
Ooh, this is yes, I like this. I like this a lot. So it's like almost a Flowers for Algernon sort of bill. This. Okay, so this is good. Riker seems like an obvious choice. I like Wes. Barclay is good. Do we go some unexpected direction, like it's Dr. Crusher?
Well, you know, an unexpected direction. I think a person that doesn't have too many, like he does have them, but he doesn't have like very many romances like this, is maybe Worf.
Oh, okay.
To kind of throw it if you want it to be someone that doesn't have a plot like this often, because Worf has romances, but he, you know, he doesn't often have romances like that. Like a lot of his romances are within kind of the context of Klingon traditional story stuff. Like even a lot of the Dax stuff is linked to that. So it's like we have this Worf romance that's mostly wedded to the Star Trek-y concept as opposed to like it's a Klingon story.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Maybe she is like a representative of the planet's security defense force that's interfacing with him, and they, as part of this rescue mission, and he is falling for her as this whole planet's going through this. So I think we've got a B plot and an A plot really good. I like the B plot a lot, just like our last B plot. I kind of, and like most episodes of TNG, I kind of want to watch the B plot more than the A plot. Grayson suggested the title An Unexpected Direction. I was thinking, like, I feel like something very Star Trek-y, like All of Yesterday's Tomorrows, or something like that.
I like that. I like All of Yesterday's kind of Tomorrows. Yeah, it's a River Song kind of story a little bit. Like you have out of order romance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's 2 episodes of TNG cut and print, right? We have Thank You and all of yesterday's tomorrows, which every time I say it, more time craps. Jess Grayson, which is also good. As I said, all of yesterday's tomorrows, I started to ask myself, is that a title that already exists?
Oh yeah, Al Bundy is my hero points out, and I've meant to bring this up. Monday is First Contact Day.
That's true.
So if
if
we
you
do
see
this
a
next
Vulcan,
week,
shoot
we'll
them.
be even closer. Yeah.
Oh, so we can start the mirror universe and just start rolling that forward.
That opening to that Enterprise episode is one of the greatest pre-credit like teaser sequences where they redo the end of First Contact and it shoots the Vulcans. Incredible.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
Brilliant. Yeah, maybe one of the best moments. Cold open as far as it goes. Yeah, maybe one of the best Enterprise moments. One of the ones that's most memorable too.
Yeah.
So, but I think we need to get back to this weird three-way embrace here. As I was saying, this is exactly what Spock extended to Kirk through the polyglass panel at the end of Wrath of Khan as he's dying from radiation poisoning. He like put two of his arms up against the plate, and Kirk tried to do the same, but they couldn't do their traditional embrace. A, they were short one person, and B, they were separated by the...
Well, he nerve pinched McCoy.
Yeah, and McCoy would have been there for the third leg of it, but he'd already transferred his Katra.
Yeah, he pinches McCoy and he Katras him.
That's right. He retcon Katras him. And then, so this is wonderful. I would love to know more about this Starfleet tradition that we're witnessing here. But back to the action.
Yeah, Star Trek, back to the action. That's the next Star Trek.
Jeffries Tube 6.
Sprint, furlong. Take a couple of fully charged phasers, flush out the Borg, and neutralize them.
Fully charged
Understood?
phasers?
Yes, sir.
No, working. That makes me nervous.
Whoa. This is a very roomy Jeffries tube.
It is.
This is generally they're for crawling, not for kind of skulking.
I think this is like a Joffrey's tube. Like
this is the
GEO.
Joffrey's tube for sure. This is essentially just like a little kid's hallway.
Yes.
It's a Jefferson tube. Yeah.
You can save? Oh, Shadon, how can I save? This is a great, if you know how I can save, please tell me. Because right now, I only know how to save when I quit.
Yeah, that is a nice closet. Oh.
And that was a great closet.
Oh, it's the S key.
Oh.
He's been through here. Magnetic resonance traces.
Let's see what happens. Your designation here. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, all the stuff is in binary since it's a board game. So 1 is confirm and 0 is cancel. Yes. Will you continue? Yes. Okay.
Okay, one of us has to go, but somebody should stay in case he went through and doubled back. Whoa.
Is Dad a coward?
I said one of us, I didn't say you.
I love you.
You know, you may be head of security, but I do outrank you. Yeah, it's only by 3 weeks, but I think that would stand up in case of a court-martial. I'll tell you what.
A lot of these diagrams look like the same one.
Yes.
Oh, he's doing a magic trick. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me. How's this a puzzle in a game? Can we scan it with their data
scan
quarter?
Scan it.
Well, if you're not gonna play, sprint behind you! Ah!
Oh, what? That's...
Surprise.
What the hell?
They got de Lancie into Borg makeup?
Oh, that's not the end?
I don't know.
If it looks like a Borg, walks like a Borg, and sees like a Borg, then it must be a Borg.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
Installing the new firmware.
You're wondering what you're feeling? That's pain. No Borg is an island unto himself. Every Borg is part of the whole.
I wore a Google Glass once. It made my eyes water.
I'm second of 4. Sweet. It's pretty high up.
Not a fork, a necessary event.
Q was first of 4.
You hear that? Filling your mind, telling you what to think, what to do. Welcome to the collective, cadet.
All right. It's nice to be part of something.
Yeah, you know, that's how I feel.
Time to go assimilating.
I can't believe de Lancie is in Borg makeup.
They've adapted to the frequency settings of our phasers.
Uh-oh.
So wait, what's your objective? Is your objective to be a really good Borg now?
Or a
is
bad
it
one.
yeah. Are you supposed to be bad at being a Borg or really good at being a Borg?
Is it dead?
I'm getting intermittent energy readings, but they're marginal. Maybe we should try removing some of the circuitry.
De Lancie's Borg costume was actually sold at an auction.
His eyes just open.
Could be some kind of autonomic response.
Are we getting ready to get Hewed out of the collective?
They're firing! Targets, more power to the shields. Get somebody up here to take over security.
Shield strength is down 40%. 50. They're draining shield power.
Nice going, cadet. Your indecision caused the collective to attack the ship. I'm starting to wonder about you. Maybe you're just not up to saving the universe.
Shields can't hold. The next hit could do it.
Evasive maneuvers.
On the other hand, that's a great thing about being omnipotent. I can always give you another chance, as long as you don't bore me.
Shields are gone. They're firing.
As long as you don't Borg me. Yeah, I'm all about the Q-related
By the way,
terrible puns.
the game is rigged.
By the way, the game is rigged.
Oh, all right.
Didn't you hear what I told you? He cheats. You can't win.
Okay.
Didn't you hear what I told you? He cheats. You can't win.
Kiss Q.
This game
Click on
shames.
his face.
Are they gonna play? Sprint behind
Oh
you.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Is it gonna go through all of this again?
I think it is, yes. I don't think there's any way to skip it. It's Q Bean Camp. What? Oh, what?
Oh, what do you do? You punched out your dad. Your 36-year-old dad.
Grab his phaser?
You know, those phaser holsters, number one, please don't do a close-up on the phasers. They do not look good in a close-up.
No.
Phaser holsters always look terrible.
Hey, Random Ray. It's Star Trek Borg. It is awesome. Thank you for joining us. So we had to let him. We had to lose so we could come back and punch him. Or what's happening?
Okay, so we punched him.
Are we running here?
Oh, so we have to do something with a gun. Oh, maybe we have to change. So we have to change the frequency.
Okay.
Because that's what took him so long. So.
I wonder how to do that.
Oh.
It didn't let me interact with it.
Uh-oh. Oh. Or you could just do fisticuffs with the Borg.
Yeah, that always works out.
Oh, okay. Alright. And now. Oh.
Ooh.
See, why did he try to change it instead of like retreat, like and hide in the hallway, and then mess around with the phaser settings?
Not sure. Okay. There's the phaser setting here.
Is there anything? Can you record it?
Let me try here. The tricorder thing is sort of a weird interface of like, just double clicking, and sometimes it pops up.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah,
So now he comes out, and you have a little fisticuffs. That guy. All right.
The round button on the bottom, maybe.
On the bottom.
They've adapted to our phaser settings.
Imagine having to see your dad die like 20 times because Q won't help you with the puzzle.
Yes. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's a rough time hanging out with Q.
All right.
Okay, let's see if we can make this happen. So, round button on the bottom. Hold still, hold still. Turn it over again. Nope.
Maybe you can tricord it before you do that.
Maybe before I grab it. Yeah, we'll try
before
that.
you grab it.
I kind of like watching this scene.
Q likes having you punch your dad out. Yeah, like Q's into all sorts of Greek tragedies. All right. Punch dad.
Done.
Okay. Done.
Dad punched out.
All
Wasn't
right.
much of a knockout punch. As soon as he was back up, but
Take that, dad.
Okay.
Yeah, dad was up and at him.
So it's not giving me the.
Is there anywhere else to click?
Oh, wait.
Is it possible that you haven't noticed that I keep sending you back to the same place? I mean, do you think I do these things just to be perverse? Well, yes, I suppose I do. I'm an omnipotent being. I could send you anywhere. I'm sending you there for a reason. Try to get it right this time. I'm tired of replaying this moment.
Yeah, but you need to. I thought that was going to be a hint.
Yes, it'd be really super if you could give us anything to work with here. Because, yeah, it's not letting me bring up the tricorder, as far as I can tell.
It is funny that they did code that in, like, and record, like, a couple of, like, all right, people are just gonna get frustrated and like, just, all right, here we go. Okay, so do a little bit of that. This guy, I love that this Borg kind of has his foot caught in the Jeffries.
Yeah. Let's see, I will take you up a walkthrough.
Like, you know how in Mario, like in recent Mario games, you die enough, it gives you like a superpower that makes it trivial to beat the level?
Yes.
It kind of did that, except that it was just kind of like, well, also, I don't care.
The round button on the underside of the tricorder, you have like a second to click it. Yeah, I think, Valnice, you're probably right there. I'm going to peek at a walkthrough quickly to see what we're at here. Grab his phaser. Press the round button with the plus symbol on it when you have it turned around. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Random Rick. Let's see. So it is the button on the bottom.
Okay.
And it's like there for 1 second, and I have to successfully click it.
Perfect. Excellent. All right.
So it's going to be down here somewhere. You gotta be kidding me. I don't see a plus on it. Do you?
Well, I took a look at his gun. The thing is that it doesn't highlight, and this game, as demonstrated, it doesn't give you any feedback. Which is a little problem.
I'm sorry. Fit Rogers cracked me up with the Doramu. I've come to bargain. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Punch dad. Check. Grab phaser. Okay. Maybe I need to change the sensitivity on my mouse. Oh, wait, here. Let's learn about phasers.
Standard Federation handheld phaser. Power setting range from stun to metallurgical. For use as high-powered cutting tool, and from narrow beam to wide beam.
Have you ever heard anyone say set phasers to metallurgical?
Oh yeah. You don't watch Star Trek : The Blacksmith?
such as during plasma disruptions
Star
in
Trek
high
Corps of
vacuum
Geologists.
fields, or any other such environmental
Yeah, Star Trek : Planetary Geological Survey.
It's only on Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah, that's only on Paramount Plus. Like, on this planet, there's some very interesting topography.
We just hit a plus button a couple of times. The plus button is to make it kill Borg better.
It enables the universal remote to kind of scan through until you find an infrared frequency that works.
Boy, what a finicky little hotspot to have to click on. We did it, team.
You would think with all their incredible Star Trek technology that they would make a phaser that just kind of randomizes its frequency.
Yeah, I mean, that exists in the Star Trek Elite Force game.
They do eventually, yeah.
Alrighty, that Borg thing.
Let's go.
Is that a Voyager thing? Because I checked out, even though I have with us tonight.
Oh, this is important. I think this deserves a quick pause.
Everyone's close personal friend, Neelix, and Neelix. We can't. I don't know, but it's signed by our close personal friend, Ethan Phillips.
And we're happy to announce Ethan Phillips is here tonight. Ethan,
yeah.
Let's turn your Oh no, wait, no, I'm sorry.
Hello, Mr. Jess.
Mr. Jess, that is what he calls me. I paid double for his cameo rate, and as part of the conditions, he has to call me Mr. Jess.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Oh, and Ben, do you like Voyager? No, I don't. Let's see here. Well, of course, we have everybody's favorite friend, Mordok the Benzite, here. You know, everyone, all the kids were fighting over this at the store. All the moms were screaming, "We want Mordok. Where's the Benzites?"
Mint in box.
We have, here we go. Rest in peace, our close friend, Denise Crosby's wonderful and everyone's favorite character, Lieutenant Tasha Yar, who I kept hesitating because I forgot her name. And one more for now, but I have more across this house, including a Deep Space Nine Christmas ornament I just have hanging up in my hallway.
Is it the station?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a TOS Ben Cisco, also in box from Trials and Tribulations. I have a bunch of. I found at like an old store, they had a whole bunch of the TOS DS9 cast, and I bought a whole bunch of them. So I have like an Odo, a Dex, and a Cisco, and maybe one other person, all in the TOS gear.
Is Trials and Tribulations the best fan service episode of anything ever?
Certainly of Star Trek.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, at least until you get to like Lower Decks, and even then Trials and Tribulations is probably still better, but Lower Decks is trying. But yeah, I mean, you know, it has that Forrest Gump technology, which is something that they said constantly in the promotion of the episode.
Yes.
It's like, you know, using the Forrest Gump technology. Do you know what the other Ron Moore's other pitch for that episode was going to be, right?
No, I don't. Please share.
Is that they go back to the and I could be wrong. You could look this up on Memory Alpha. I think the other pitch was that it was that they go to like there's that TOS episode where it's all like the gangster planet.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes. It was a gangster planet because they found a book about gangsters and decided to make that their planet.
A piece of the action. Yes.
That's a great episode. It's intensely dumb fun.
Now,
but I think it was that he had a pitch which was, I think, that they go back to that planet and now it's all Star Trek obsessives because someone left
that's
like
great.
a tricorder.
Oh, that's really good. I would watch that episode.
Yeah, and then they were like, no, everybody loves the Tribbles. If you're doing, what is this, the 25th?
Oh, is that all
anniversary? Because it was an anniversary episode.
Yeah.
Because also on Voyager they had the Star Trek 6 flashback with Sulu as captain of the
Excelsior.
I forget the Excelsior, the Reliant, or whatever.
This is a good question that's come up. What class is this ship that we're seeing here? Ben, is this the sort of thing you know about? Because
that is
I'm
not the type of thing that I know. I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not a good. All right, I'm looking it up.
This is where
this is Righteous.
Yes.
USS Righteous.
This is where my wife is better at. My wife, Borat. Very nice. This is where she's better at Star Trek than I am. She's a Star Trek technology fan, and I am kind of oblivious to that. I just want
It's Excelsior class. Yep.
Okay, good. All right, let's get back to the action.
No, I'm just not getting anything useful from it. Maybe if we hooked it into the ship's computer.
Yeah, it's a hood class, exactly.
I'd like to know more about it first. Can't you interface your tricorder with it?
Maybe, but I don't think I'd get any more information. Sprint, what do you think?
I think we should have a merger with T-Mobile. There you go. Little Sprint humor.
Tricorder's having trouble gaining access to the data.
Tricorder looks pretty good up
the
close.
Circuit is designed with a pretty
Bearing
standard
the phaser.
neural interface, though, like some of our medical implants. No, it just can't seem to. Well,
It's weird
I
how he
guess that's
keeps
what we're gonna
pointing
learn
out
from
her implants.
It's too bad. I bet there was some really important
Hey, you have
stuff on that
something
board.
weird on your
Maybe you
face.
should try something else.
It's too late to try something else, Quint. The circuit's already fried.
It's not too late if I say it's not too late.
Sprint, what do you think?
Sprint is such a strange choice for a character's name.
Good guess, Ensign.
Mole.
Logical, intuitive, decisive, but wrong. Try again.
Sprint, what do you think?
Okay, I've clicked on the two things.
Idiot.
Punch your dad.
Idiot. What's Q doing?
He's telling you to use your tricorder.
Oh yeah. Why won't pull up? Why won't my tricorder pull up? Uh-oh.
Well.
Who ordered battle stations?
No one, sir. It's being initiated through the security program.
Now, is this a fun ending
The
or
ship's data core is being uploaded to the Borg cube.
A branch. No.
Emergency transporter information. Shuttlecraft specifications.
Stop that comm signal now, Lieutenant.
Sir, I can't. The Borg implant must have its own subspace circuit.
Shields are dropping. The Borg cube is firing.
Uh-oh.
yeah, this is probably it. So, also, since I'm looking at Memory Alpha, this footage is reused from Voyager flashback, which is the Sulu episode. Like the ship exploding, like that stuff is just pulled from that episode.
Yeah, it's not letting me pull up my tricorder. Ugh.
Who ordered battle stations?
No one, sir.
Did you watch C-Lab 2021?
I did not. I've never seen it.
Okay. A lot of episodes of C-Lab 2021. A cartoon that takes place this year.
It's just C-Lab now.
Shields are dropping.
The titular C-Lab exploding. Like this.
Sprint, what do you think?
Can you click your implant? Alright, give it a spin.
Idiot.
Nope.
Okay, I'm trying Q.
Oh.
No. Let's see here. There's not anything I'm
Tricorder's
missing,
having
am
trouble
I?
gaining access to the data. The circuit is designed with a pretty standard neural interface, though, like some of our medical implants.
Oh, it is, I think, her forehead.
No, it just can't.
Yeah.
seem
Wow.
Well, I guess that's all we're gonna learn from this.
Star Trek Q calls you
It's
an
too
idiot.
bad. I bet there was some really important stuff on that Borg circuit. Maybe you should try something else.
It's too late to try something else, Quint. The circuit's already fried.
Oh,
It's not too late if I say it's not too late.
Wouldn't you love to be acting in the scene with John de Lancie in these bits?
Idiot.
Yeah, I know. That runs a little long, doesn't it? There you go. Thank you, Fit.
My implant.
You have a thing.
I don't understand.
You have a
So
thing.
Targus's implant works along the same basic
You have a thing.
principles as the
You have a
Borg
thing on
circuit.
your.
She might be able
Oh,
to
I'm sorry. Did you wake up with the thing
No.
on your thing?
You can't possibly be suggesting that Ensign Targus be allowed to interface with the implant.
Nobody is suggesting anything of the kind.
In truth, Captain, interfacing with
Pretty
the
sure
implant
that's
would be
what's
somewhat
being
like
suggested.
autonomous
What are you
Yeah, but
talking
that's
about?
literally what we're talking about.
Targus is quite familiar with.
Exactly the point, Captain. Ensign Targus's neural implant is designed to counteract the side effects of that kind of neural stimulation experience. This kind of neural input
Does anybody mind if I join in on this discussion? You're all talking about me as if I weren't here.
Ensign, the long-term effects of your recovery won't...
Counselor,
But he's not letting her
this
speak.
long-term
Shut
effects
up.
loses its meaning when the entire Federation is in danger of obliteration. I'm ready.
I think it would be best if the ensign were immobilized during this.
Do it.
So do you think that they had the premise for that, like there was like this FMV adventure on Wolf 359, and then they were like, and we could have Q in it to like just fix any plot holes.
Maybe so. This will fix any sort of continuity issues. All right. Is this game past the Bechdel? She may be the only woman in Starfleet.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not that many women. Like you need 2 women
minimum.
You've never had to deal with pain, have you?
Shut up.
Assimilation. Technology. Channels. Subspace channels.
Technology.
The Borg implant taking over systems. Communication with collective. Jam systems.
The Borg implant is getting its orders from the Borg collective. How do we jam the signals, Targus?
Shields. Modulate mutations. 0.6525 of normal.
Modulating shield mutation.
The Borg cube is scanning us.
What's happening with those shields, Mr. Furlong?
Almost there, sir.
They're firing!
Mr. Furlong!
Got it. They've stopped firing.
The shield settings must be in sync with the Borg scanners. They sense us as being part of the collective.
Alone. We are resistances. You will be assimilated.
Whoa, how did they get into her voice?
I really wondered that so quickly.
Oh man.
You're a rotten, she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini?
Hey, thanks, Dude Kanye. Uh-oh.
If only she had a USB 3 instead of a 2.
Oh, we just did the Cure Borg spray.
Wait, what? I've got a question. So there's a doctor there. Why isn't the doctor doing it? Like, wait, what role do we
All
have?
both responses are negative.
What are we?
She's as good as dead.
Security officer?
No, she'd be better off if she were dead. Maybe you should have just shot her. You want to go back and you want to try that?
Hey, thanks for the follow.
This is a good
The host
day
channel. This is a wonderful game.
for Johnny D.
The shield has cut off the Borg circuit from the Borg collective. We've got to disconnect it.
One more CC of Neuroblot and she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini?
Bolian zucchini. Just beam her off the ship.
Grab the
Oh, the phaser?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure you want to do this? You saw what it did to Furlong. But then again, you are Bajani. I'll give you a chance to think about it.
Okay, so the phaser back there, maybe.
Maybe try that again, because he's like, I'll give you a chance.
Resistances. You will be assimilated.
The shield has cut off the Borg circuit from the Borg collective. We've got to disconnect it.
Zap!
One more CC of Neuroblot and she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus
Hey, thank you for the follow.
into a Bolian zucchini?
Yes, I do. Whatever
Can you
just said,
use
Q.
Bolian zucchini in Hosperat?
No. You're not dead. You're unconscious. In a Bajani pain trance. Interesting phenomena. I'm not sure what
Was this in the manual?
It was for the Bajani, something like a Terran possum, perhaps.
Hey, Tad, good to see you.
You're regaining consciousness.
Welcome back, Lieutenant.
I guess this means I owe you my life twice, huh, Sprint?
Oh.
That's what I say when I see my low bills.
Interesting.
Thanks,
You were
Sprint.
clearly unconscious, yet your body managed to finish the task at hand. I suppose it's part of the survival mechanism. Quick thinking. Next time, they'll warn me.
While you were out, we did a diagnostic on the computer systems. The Borg implant is continuing to rewrite code.
I'm sending an away team over to the Borg cube to see if they can find anything that'll help us disable the implant.
Targus and I are going, but we could use a third.
This is a good time to save since I haven't in a while. Yeah, I didn't think to ask, Ben. This should have been pre-stream chatter. Are you good for the 2 hours? Are you good till?
I'm good for the 2. Yeah,
okay, good.
I'm in.
I don't think I can make it past the 2.
That also made me chuckle, Jess. We could use a third. It's like, whoa! I don't. Number one, you're my dad. Number two, I just don't know you guys.
This is POV Star Trek. Yes, it is a first-person clicker. I guess I don't know. First-person point and clicker. First-person interactive movie. It is what interactive movies were in 1996, which is to say you choose branching paths and only one of them is a viable option. It's yeah, honestly, it's more like a visual novel than kind of anything else, I suppose. Okay, will you continue? This interface is horrible.
I don't know if we'll get out of there alive.
I won't order you to go, Lieutenant.
Oh, we few, we happy few, we band.
The lighting on the bridge kind of makes the captain look like he has a two-tone hair.
Turn down. I'll go.
We don't need you, Quint. We need someone we can trust.
Just like old times, huh, buddy? 3 against the world.
There it is. There it is. There's the weird arm thing.
Okay.
We have a redemption.
Each of us has been retuned to a
we
different
do.
frequency.
This is a good point. Grayson has redeemed. Riker sits down. I thought I limited this to one redemption, but here we are again. But I don't think that there is really such a thing as too much Riker sits down. So
yeah, let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. And I think, here we're starting out in slow motion. I think I want to get back up to full speed to really analyze to start with here. So I think it's interesting looking at the reactions of Picard. Like Picard, or maybe Patrick Stewart, I can't tell if this is acting or if this is him breaking. Can he not stand to look at it? Is he just disgusted by it? He
keeps it cool as a cucumber, as does Geordi. Like they're both, I feel like this is a very deep study here. Like he's very, and I think this is the Royal Shakespeare Company in him, because he's a stone cold, a professional.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Henry V, though, ever walked into the scene and straddled his throne like that? I feel like that is not a Shakespearean style of sitting.
This is the kind of weird thing that you would see in a very experimental production of The Tempest, you could have all sorts of acrobatics and magic tricks and stuff like that in a production of The Tempest. And, being a RSC veteran, I'm sure he's seen it all. He's tread the boards.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think that any other actors in the series ever saw this and thought maybe they would attempt it? Or do you think that Jonathan Frakes was pretty clear about the idea? It's no, this is how I sit in chairs, not how you sit in chairs.
Yeah, it's kind of like on the Simpsons when Bart tries to dance when he's a guest on Conan.
Okay.
And Conan says, "No, only I may dance." That's I think that's Jonathan Frakes, despite the fact that every report out there is that he's a stand-up gentleman, very nice and sweet. But I think he put the law down and said, I'm the only one with this type of seating thing. You know, like LeVar, you have the visor.
Bard, you're bald.
Yeah, exactly. Patrick, you're bald. You know, but
Beverly and Deanna, you're women. That's kind of your thing on the show.
They like Beverly has those incredible wigs.
We have some great. Shadon, Jonathan Frakes. We do believe did this because of back trouble. You know, he used to be Captain America for Marvel live events. I don't know if that's where he messed up his back, but I'd like to imagine it was representing our great country on behalf of Marvel. Do they do this in Game of Thrones and slice up their thighs? Grayson asks, and I think that's going to be revealed in the final book, Feast of Dragon and Ice. What is the final book called? I don't know what.
I don't even. We're too many books away to know the title of the last book, I think.
Did he ever bean his beans? I feel like there's got to be bloopers of him failing the Riker maneuver here, right?
You know. Yeah, and that's why we haven't seen any of them, because we have a lot of really wonderful Star Trek bloops, but we don't have any of those, and that's because he destroyed them. Since he's a director, he found the tape cans and just set them aflame.
Go Brush Creep Goat brings up an interesting behind the scenes story. Apparently, Will Wheaton tried to do this once. It took 3 people to drag Frakes away.
Yeah.
And I believe that's right before they fired Will Wheaton as a regular, wasn't it? I mean, it was, you know, right when he was transitioned off the show. So, I mean, I feel like that's part of it. I wonder if this is better if it's very fast. And maybe then we'll get back to the game. But I do want to see this. It is pretty good. A little faster. Like, look at that.
Here, you know, the funny thing is that he did this because of a back injury, but I know that if I tried that, I would injure my back.
Oh, yeah,
like, that's
absolutely.
the irony. That's the duality of man.
That just shows you, like, what kind of man Jonathan Frakes is. Like, his back is injured in some strange way where moving your body in awkward positions feels more normal than just sitting down. Like most people would.
Frakes has a back injury that actually makes him walk and move cooler, as opposed to most people who have back injuries and are like, wow, everything hurts all the time.
Yeah, like I have a back injury, and yeah, it just makes me sort of like need to take Tylenol within the first 30 minutes or so after I wake up if I want to walk that day. So
the head turn and the sitting down is timed perfectly together. Here's the question. We know that Gates McFadden is a choreographer and an accomplished dancer, but this is the movement of someone that has total control of his body. So, like, is he a dancer, you know?
I mean, he gives you some of those, like, young Travolta vibes, the way that he so smoothly just, like, I mean, part of it is training, and then part of it is just, like, a natural ability that some people have. And yeah, I think that this, I don't know what level of polish there is here, but you have to imagine with this natural fluidity of motion, he could probably easily surpass Gates McFadden as a dancer and choreographer with just a little attention.
Pickled dog, that's so funny. He studied Steadicam technique so much, he became one.
That's true. Now, you know, what they don't tell you is that when he grew that beard, it was full of gyroscopes. That was what they were there. That's what the beard is there. It's to hide all the gyroscopes that make this move possible. I'm sorry. We should probably play the game again.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people are as amused by this GIF as I am, but I'm happy to dedicate like 10 minutes of a stream.
This is a stream that could have easily been done in an hour. This is
That's exactly right. Okay, back to the action. Here we are. I have no clue what's happening. I forgot we were playing a game. Okay. Let's unpause it.
Here, take this.
I don't think we need an emergency med kit. If things get that bad, we're probably dead.
There are many ways to die. Some of them are more painful than others. There's an emergency hypo spray programmable for neuro painkillers just in case. You do know how to use it, don't you?
Do we have to program it? Is that one of the puzzles?
It feels like it's going to be.
Energize.
I love the puzzles are just the dumbest version of missed puzzles. Working.
I have to tell you that if I had this in 1996 or 90, this is 96, 95.
96.
I would have just thought that this was the most tremendous thing I'd ever seen on a computer screen.
Oh, undoubtedly. I love it now. Like,
yeah.
It's not great, but I'm enjoying every moment with this game. So.
One thing I'll say about your streams, Jess, is that you've given me a new appreciation for FMV that I did not have.
You know, I haven't played much FMV myself. Like, all these FMV games, they're my first go. I was so down on FMV, like, circa 1996, I just swore them off and swore that I would never play them. But now it's like, I need to go back. I need to get some Tex Murphy action going on eventually. Hey, yeah, there's Mean Streets over there.
I have thought about doing like a Tex Murphy, because I do own a bunch of them.
Oh, I do too.
By various GOG sales.
Uh-oh, that may not have been the answer, shooting the Borg. Or was it?
Hold on, buddy. I need you to
I'm trying to.
one of your pain trances yet.
What is that?
It's something to counteract the Bajoni adrenaline. I want to keep one of the pain trances.
It's working.
Sprint, I'm sorry about that. You're gonna have to deal with the pain just like the rest of us humanoids.
Ooh, Spock versus Q audiobook. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Fit's an old friend of mine, and Fit has been talking about that for years. I have not heard it.
That's an order.
I've heard it's quite good.
You know, one of my favorite bits of Q fiction from this era. I don't know what's happening here, but I should pause to talk about this because it's important. Is the Star Trek novel Q-in-Law by Peter David, where the plot is that Lwaxana Troi shows up on the Enterprise at the same time Q does and decides she's going to marry Q. And Q is almost powerless to resist the unstoppable force that is Lwaxana Troi. And it is a brilliant concept for a novel. It plays out almost exactly as you would expect it to. Hey, Zach Maddock. Ooh, Dark Side of the Moon FMV. Interesting. But yeah, you can imagine Lwaxana versus Q and all the fun that would involve. But let's get back to the action. Q versus the power of in-laws. Okay, I'm a Borg again. Can't tell if I've lost the game. Have we been assimilated twice now?
Is this just a long death screen? Because this has, you know, this kind of gives me like a Space Quest feel of it has very elaborate death sequences.
Yes. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Fit Rogers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Okay.
Designate Beta, Alpha 7-3. Assimilate knowledge. Interface. Assimilate.
Obey.
Have a good night, Shadon.
Take care, Shadon. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. I don't know why people left during our analysis of the Riker gift, but they seem to have. Oh, I bet I was supposed to pay attention to the order of that.
Uh-oh.
Wow, our hands are already all Borgified.
Alpha 7-3, alert. 2 life forms. Target destroyed.
It's true, Zach Maddock. There are other Riker Sitz gifts.
We'll upgrade it for next week. And then for the final week, because I think this will take 8 or 9 weeks at the pace we're going, we'll eventually do a fundraiser for a cameo from Jonathan Frakes to talk about it. So this is all non-interactive. I'm just like cruising around in Borg mode.
This is a little bit of a lower rent cube since had they gotten to Borg on Voyager yet at this point? Like, do they have standing Borg ship? Because this does not seem like a particularly elaborate Borg cube set, right?
No, it doesn't. Like, you don't have the cool charging stations with like the Spencer's Gifts thing.
Oh yeah,
up
the
at the
Spencer's
head.
gift things are so funny.
Did we just...
It's always funny when you can identify an off-the-shelf prop,
Yes.
like the Sidewinder in Insurrection.
Okay, so that was literally an elaborate death scene.
But okay, so First Contact came out in '96, as did this, but there's no way that this is definitely not First Contact sets. So this was probably... Oh, you're saving. It's like, oh no, did it crash? So this is probably just whatever they had sitting around on a dark soundstage.
A strategically dark soundstage. Okay.
This looks like a very Doctor Who-y set, which is to say, very basic.
Let's see what they do first.
Yes, let's see what they do. So he says wait. They shouldn't
Wait
bother us,
for
right?
it.
They'll do the Borg thing.
Wait for it.
Now jump in, snap his neck.
Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that that it was like acoustic tiles above with like just normal light fixtures.
Oh, wow.
Nice
So
closet.
we went through that entire bit because we didn't ignore the Borg and had that long death sequence. So were there acoustic ceiling tiles is the question. By the way, thank you, Tom, for the sticker. Thank you for nice closeting me.
I mean, don't they kind of a little bit look like kind of the cube lights up at the top, like on the upper left? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the fluorescent lights with the little reflective cube things. It kind of looks like this.
But, I mean,
it kind of looks officey.
Well, you know, maybe they assimilated that from a culture and just like, yeah, the most efficient way to light a Borg cube is with this fluorescent technology we adapted from species 8942 or something.
Wow.
A panel.
Another panel.
A third panel, all of which seem to be displaying... Oh, this is...
4 panels?
Yes, that's a quad panel layout.
Interface. Odd.
You could really stream off of a setup like that.
We've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
And remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand
Pickle
the
dog.
concept of...
There are 5 panels.
Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
sure.
Were we supposed to... So we had to die to get the sequence to click these things?
Wow. It's very Christ-like.
They've adapted.
No, man.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's
Very
always another
Art
one to take its
Deco.
place.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Really? It's going...
All right, downhill is offering to write it down.
I also have the the walkthrough, which maybe that's key.
Well, so this actually does make sense within the game because Q is saving us. So
That's true.
Ostensibly, like Q makes it clear to us that he's controlling this entire scenario and makes us remember everything and all of that. So we can say that Q is making us do this very basic missed puzzle. Because that's how Q rolls. That's how the continuum is.
What do we do?
Let's see what they do first.
And now, so are you going to use the walkthrough or are you going to shoot him?
I'm kind of peeking here. Let's see. Actually, let's shoot it and see what happens.
All right.
We'll do it the long way around. If we can wait it
Okay.
out.
So we die, they die, we get assimilated.
Hold on, buddy. I need you conscious. Don't go into one of your pain trances yet.
What is that?
It's something to counteract the Bajoni adrenaline. I want to keep you in one of his pain trances.
It's working.
Spirit, I'm sorry about that. You're gonna have to deal with the pain just like the rest of us humanoids.
How do they have light shining on their faces if you're lying on the ground?
Maybe our species is like bioluminescent.
Yeah.
Has a bioluminescent face. Yeah, I'm not sure. We may be near the end of this game.
That's in order.
Oh, really?
It's hard to tell from this walkthrough, but let's see. Not sure. It's hard to say. This walkthrough is written as confusingly as humanly possible. Okay, have to pay attention.
Downhill's got us too here. I can keep comparing this set to other things, but now I'm thinking that it kind of looks like the Satellite of Love set, like just with all the junk on the wall.
That's not a reference I know.
It's a Mystery Science Theater.
That's what I figured. I'm not where I should be on Mystery Science Theater.
Okay. All right, hopefully
Downhill,
you get all that?
No, I didn't.
Someone get all that?
Please tell me someone got that.
Oh.
1, 3,
All right.
3, 4,
1, 3, 3,
2,
4.
2. 1, 3, 3. Okay, 4, 2, 2. That's what I got. 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. Perfect. Thank you, Downhill. Thank you, Paul. 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. We got this. Kind of get a sense again from the walkthrough if we are near the end. I'm not sure. Of course, near the end could mean anything, given the way this game unfurls dead ends and things.
Another thing this looks like is the layout of a laser tag course. If you ever did those, like a Qzar.
Oh,
that was one of the laser tag chains.
We have a place called in our town here called like the Battlarium, which I think is pretty great.
Sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, I know, right? I'd like to go dunk on some 14-year-olds there.
Yeah.
The Battlarium. Okay. Check out that Borg's feet.
And if you want more of that, subscribe to the Patreon.
That's right. They're Borg feet only fans.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Let's see what they do first.
I like that Dad has the Star Trek sideburns.
Yes, I always appreciate a good set of pointy Starfleet sideburns.
What are you looking
Yeah, more recordings, thank you. Yeah, more recordings knows about Qzar.
I had the at-home laser tag brand guns as a kid.
Yep, me too.
They were so good.
It's more fun with more than 2 people, which was myself and my little brother running around.
Yes.
But do you have to click on one of the things? Is it too late?
I think it'll give me the screen here in just a second.
Okay.
Pretty standard interface. Odd.
I went to a lot of
Most of the Borg we've seen have
Qzar birthday parties as a
They've all
kid.
been totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Okay, after we...
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick.
After we finish this bit, we'll wrap it up for
You
tonight.
can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need.
Yes, I can do this. Not a problem. I have knowledge from beyond the grave. 1, 3, 3.
Great.
4,
No feedback. Perfect.
2, 2. Yep, no feedback.
That must be it. Contact terminated with assimilation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it this sequence and then order it to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But this...
Okay, maybe this is a good place to pause it.
Oh, what will happen?
Oh, that's good. I mean, if you're, let's see, let me get this code in here. We can at least do you want to let this scene play out, or do you think it's a good time to?
No, it's a cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger. What happens next? So, yes, that is Star Trek Borg. You know, I wasn't sure how long this one would take us. Apparently, it's going to be done next week, unless something really weird goes on. Ben, can I invite you back for another round of this? Okay, good. Because
definitely.
Yeah,
and to keep it very Star Trek, I'm not going to shower, and I'll wear the same shirt next week.
Perfect. Same.
Yeah.
Big same then. But I wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. Be sure to go follow Ben, because he plays all kinds of fun. If it's going to actually make my shout out work. Oh, my shout out isn't working. It'll no longer shout you out, Ben. But you know how to follow people. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Go follow Ben at PS_Garrick. Adventure Tuesdays with his pals Grayson and Sarah. Wonderful entertainment. They play other games throughout the week as well. But thank you, Ben, for joining us tonight. This was super fun. Thank you, everybody, for watching along and tolerating our Riker gift party and everything else. So.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
Hey, there's Bjorn Borg.
Good one. Very good.
Adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Swedish tennis star Bjorn Borg. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks for the support, the follows, the cheers, everything else. We'll be back next week. We'll play this game. We'll get to the end. We will enjoy more John de Lancie action. Any final words, Ben?
Live long and prosper. Peace and long life.
Absolutely. What he said. Kapla. Is that how you say that? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, close enough. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you again soon.